Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into a fascinating breakthrough that could completely change how our bodies heal. We're talking about a technology that basically supercharges our own blood to get the job done. Let's get right into it. So, you've probably heard of treatments like PRP, right? Platelet-rich plasma? The whole idea is to use your own blood to heal injuries. It's a fantastic concept. But if we're being honest, it hasn't always lived up to the hype. So what's been holding it back all this time? Well, it really boils down to three major limitations. These conventional therapies, well, they're often really slow to work, the injections themselves can be pretty painful, and maybe the most frustrating part is that the results can be totally unpredictable from one person to the next. So let's dig into the why behind that. It all comes down to how we use platelets. These are the little healing powerhouses floating around in our blood. The real issue here is all about timing and delivery. You see, in the usual treatments, all those powerful healing growth factors are released way too slowly to make a big impact right away. And even worse, a more potent therapy called PRF, or platelet-rich fibrin, has this one massive flaw. It turns into a solid gel, making it physically impossible to inject into places like joints or deep within the skin. So, that brings us to the million-dollar question. How do you solve that? How do you finally unlock the immediate healing power that's literally trapped inside our own blood? And the answer, the big breakthrough, is a totally new method of physical activation. Instead of using chemicals or just waiting, a new process uses physical stimulation to, you can think of it like wake up all the platelets at once. This triggers an instant, super concentrated release of all those amazing growth factors. And the best part? It's all done without a single chemical. And this brilliant activation process, well, it leads to something that is genuinely revolutionary for the field. Remember how we just talked about PRF, that super powerful concentration of healing factors, and how it turns into a useless gel? Well, this is where this new technology completely changes the game. That's right. For the very first time ever, this physical activation technology keeps that powerful PRF in a liquid state even when it's fully activated. This means we now have the world's first injectable PRF. This is a huge deal. And you know what's really amazing? The process itself is incredibly simple and safe. It's just 3 easy steps. Draw a small sample of blood, activate it using this new physical process, and then inject it right where it needs to go. That activation step is the key innovation here, making it ready for immediate use anywhere in the body. Okay, this all sounds really impressive from a technical standpoint, but let's talk about what actually matters to a patient. What's the real-world impact here? The first huge impact is speed. Because those growth factors get released instantly, the therapeutic effects can begin immediately, not hours later, not the next day, right away. The second thing is comfort. This new method minimizes irritation, which means the procedure itself is virtually painless. There's just no need for local anesthesia anymore. And third, the results actually last. The anti-inflammatory and regenerative effects you get from just a single treatment have been shown to stick around for more than 2 weeks. That's durable relief. So when you put it all side by side, the advantages are just crystal clear. We're talking immediate action instead of delayed, painless instead of painful, and it makes PRF injectable for the first time in history. This is a massive leap forward. It's really incredible when you think about it that a simple physical process can set off such a powerful biological response. So let's go a little deeper for a second and see what's actually happening at the cellular level. What happens is a whole cascade of healing. The activation doesn't just wake up the platelets. It also triggers the release of things like exosomes, which act like little messengers for cell-to-cell communication, and mitochondria to provide the energy for repairs. It even promotes stem cell-like activity for a much deeper regeneration. It's like unleashing a whole army of healers, all from one little sample of your blood. With so many clear advantages, it's pretty easy to see how this kind of technology is going to reshape the future of regenerative medicine. This really represents a fundamental shift. I mean, by achieving such rapid, sustained, and safe tissue regeneration without any drugs, it's not just some small improvement. As the research says, it's really establishing a new gold standard for this kind of therapy. This technology truly feels like it unlocks the next generation of regenerative medicine. And it really makes you wonder, right?
Now that we can harness our body's healing power this quickly and this precisely, what will we be able to repair next?